So today has been absolutely amazing. After our homeschool co-op today, we went over to the park and I met two future homeschool moms. I say future because they were very ready to get started, but lacked so much information. They had so many questions, and I just love that. But today I wanted to talk about two myths. And these moms, these are the questions that they had. They were just, full of questions. Both of them had a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. They were at the park just hanging out. And so one of the questions, one of the myths, one of the biggest myths, she wanted to homeschool, and her mom was not supporting her decision to homeschool because she said, well, they won't get to play with any kids. And that is the number one biggest homeschool myth, is that your homeschooler won't have any other kids to play with. First of all, there's so many homeschoolers now, and homeschooling alone is not a thing. We don't homeschool alone. We don't encourage it. It used to be a thing, but now we homeschool together. And so we were there. There was 3 of us, 3 homeschool moms that were meeting at the park, and our kids, they were playing with their friends, and I said, this is homeschool. Like, our kids hang out all the time. And you can hang out with us. So yes, tell your mom that there's a group of homeschoolers that meet at the park on Thursdays. Like, yeah, it's not an issue anymore. There's so much for homeschoolers to do. The second myth, the other mom, she asked me when I told her that I homeschool, and she said, well, what homeschool do you use? I said, well, my homeschool is my homeschool, but what she meant was curriculum. And so I told her that there's hundreds, if not thousands, of curriculums that she could choose from. She asked about K-12, and I told her, well, that's just like doing public school at home. I said, there's so many options, and in South Carolina, there's 3 options, and I told her we use the 3rd option, and I use interest-led learning for my kids, and I follow their interests and whatever they're interested in. We get books, we watch movies, we go on field trips, we look up videos, and we write about it, and we use our interests to learn. I said, but you can get a curriculum, and there's hundreds of curriculum that lay it all out for you step by step what you can do. And she just was just like, oh wow, I'm so glad you came here today. Like, God knew I needed to be here. And I'm just excited about what God's doing and how he's aligning me. And I mean, there's not many days that go by that I don't meet someone who's considering homeschooling. And that's what our Homeschool Revival does. We've got a Homeschool Revival mentorship going on right now where, we will help you get started and walk you through the process. If you're considering starting, in the next year or so, you can join the Homeschool Revival, PM me, and I can help you get started.